Hello, everybody. Welcome back up here. Thank you for the watching and welcome to the new subscribers. And thank you for the comment of 555 change. Very beautiful comment because change is needed. It's required that change. And here is like, this change can be described as a let it go or blow up things in there. And too much is going to happen today. This is for the people who's watching the first 5 minutes report. To that, in the end of the day, we're going to be put into this more pressure. You're going to feel it this build up too, but at the same time, there's going to be the release of feeling the release of the pressure of the full moon, which is a lot in there, because that was evolving Uranus. That was this chaos. You're realizing in this chaos situations is in there, particularly of what the authority have to understand within yourself. In there, still very beautiful powers. They're going to be coming at the end of the day because of midheaven. It's going to be more and more close to Pluto, change, transformation. You may be at the end of the night before you go to bed. You're going to be seeing it. But what is there going on? A lot of going on, actually, too. With these precious energies in there, um, that it's going to be handling you. Kind of like imagine there is this pressure container or vessel, and you put so much energies in there, and or battery that you're trying to charge, but is overcharging. It has to be used electricity or it's gonna burn. If the pressure of maximum capacity that you can handle in there, for it, if it doesn't have a relief valve to it, guess what? It's gonna be breaking down. It's gonna blow up. And what is the pressure that's coming? A lot of emotional pressures, guys. A lot of emotional pressures. A lot of shutdown from within. That is it because the moon moving into Pisces is going to be getting to get with Saturn, and it's going to be opposing this union with 19 degrees of Virgo with true Lilith and Venus. This is going to put a lot of pressure into the emotions. A lot of the pressures of this intuition, love, and money situation for it. But all that, it is squaring Mars into Jupiter uh, too. So those kind of like, we are talking about, those are the six components in there that affects everything for. And in the top, like at the cherry of the top, that the mean Lilith is together with the South Node. Something from the past comes back to bite you in the back, to remind you about certain things, certain situations, certain positions. And they were probably related to what love, intuition, limitations, hidden agendas, lack of growth, lack of maturity in there, which is Jupiter, and this kind of like power of you to find this positive force inside of you that it's going to be coming in and help you to overcome this. But in order to organize that energies to help you to get it from within, you have to overcome all that. And this is what is so hard right now for it. You're trying to overcome the things that is too much. But the authority is authority, and authority understanding needs to be changed. As you see it, Chiron and Pluto right now, they're going to be on the main focus together with Uranus. And the three big guys, which is Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune, is going to be playing crucial role of you evolving within the divine, you to trusting within the divine energies. They are pointing toward the authority and what you are going to learn and need to understand. In order to learn something new, you have to let it go of the things that you knew, because otherwise the new won't take a place and it's going to become a pattern for the future. And this is a process of the evolution that is going to come in. But this, what you see that right now, that is going to be the effect of the day by the end of the day. But over the day, you're going to be facing lots of challenges. And the challenges, they're not going to be pretty. Nobody said they're going to be pretty there. But yeah, you're going to be able to see it. For particularly talking about this 2 o'clock energy, for the midheaven is going to be together with Venus and True Lilith squaring this Mars and Gemini. This is to be or not to be questions, this duality, this kind of like you going from one extreme to another in there. Friendshipness from within, lack of the growth in there. Saturn and the moon, they're not directly yet in there, but there's going to be these triggers. And yeah, that is going to be a very kind of like an interesting rundown energy too. And this is how the days is going to be. I mean, early in the morning at 7 o'clock, you're going to be looking at what it needs to be done within this friendshipness. Pluto is going to be involved with that. So what you did in the past, the moon is going to be triggered this intense energies with all this Uranus and the midheaven in there. As she moved overnight to Pisces, she's still opposing the Sun and Mercury at this time for it, but that energy is going to be kind of like a fading out. Hi, Lorraine. Yeah, super full blue, exactly. To it, and this is going to be this moments of kind of like in the end, what do you need to do? As the moon is going to cross in there, you're going to be seeing in the past what you have not achieved, what you have not done, but also you're going to be able to see what was your actions, what was your reactions, what was your personal faults. Because right now all this pressure, it's telling you, it's like don't just point fingers towards others. Let me tell you that pointing fingers towards others, particularly in this time, it's really not helping. And I'll tell you why, because it's a lot of personal energies are involved. We are talking about Venus in there with Lilith is involved. Mercury with the Sun is coming together for it. We have Mars with Jupiter coming together. In a good way, that is a helping in the personality. In the bad way, in the bad intentions is in there as the day gonna go by. Intuition is gonna be joined Saturn. It's gonna be these limits in there, and it's gonna be really intensified with them. So understanding is gonna be required. Okay, sit down with your own stuff. Sit down within the poop. Sit down within and the things. Understand them. Okay, they came to me. I saw the truck with the cow BS coming towards me. I heard that it was going on reverse. It occurred that it's piling me. Now I'm sitting on this pile. Now what? You have to get to work to clean it, but take your time. Okay, those energies, they're going to be leading you to something much more positive, because after you get it done with those energies, you're not going to be the same. You went through the storm, and after you come out of the storm, you're not going to be the same. What are you going to be? It's all it's going to be depend on you. So you're not. So if you're pointing certain things to other people, it's not helping you because you're running out of the problem. But at the same time, it is gonna hurt to the people in there. So be mindful about those actions and reactions. Even if a people comes in and tells you negative things within you about it, or projecting their situations towards you, don't take it personally. That's gonna drag you down like no tomorrow. Okay, so be advised within this. And talking about the next hour, that energy particularly, we'll talk about it. it's gonna hit you like a rock. You're gonna see the visions that this is gonna come in towards you. Midheaven, it's with Jupiter and Mars. This triangle, it's gonna be kind of like it's gonna be for a while. Okay, this is gonna be the main issue that needs to be fixed. Okay, and when we're talking about those energies, you are gonna be tested out from Pluto because back in the days, for it, if you remember back, that was a Mars and Venus. They starting that transformation. How do you felt there? That was very beautiful. How is that energy right now? When there was the new moon, that was beautiful. But now this is shows up the caca. This is shows up the problems. This is shows up the shadow. Why? Well, we have a Lilith with the true Lilith with Venus. You know, the truth is coming out on the surface about what you love and our understandings about love is. At the same time, the min Lilith, it comes in with the South Node. It's like, see, the past has come back to haunt you of unresolved situations that you have about relationships. How about that for a cherry on the top? And this is gonna be really kind of like testing you out for it. I mean, hopefully you enjoyed the lemonade from yesterday, but there was too much lemon. It's still gonna be a sour. You need to put some sugar on the lemonade, and it comes out to this song from Def Leppard. Put some sugar on me. You guys know what I'm talking about, and so on. But the situations are like this. You have to deal with them accordingly, but look at it and yourself. All right, in the next hour at 9 o'clock, that is gonna come with this midheaven. There is a that at Gemini, and the ascendant is gonna be at Virgo. Duality is gonna comes in to see those visions, and you're not gonna have a clarity visions. Right now, it is about to review things from where you've been, where you at, make revaluations, making things that you need to study and review and so on, changing, approving, because wherever you go, it wasn't great. And this is why you're in this mess. You are about to review the stuff, why you're in this mess that it's surfacing, because that mess is surfacing for reasons. It's going to be in all areas of life in there. It could be from personal all the way to international stuff. So this is a general energy, guys. Okay, so it can apply even to your work. It can be applied to anything you are dealing at right now for, but it is about you to vent it out. Go vent it, but don't vent it out to like vent it to another person and so on. Go vent it out in nature. Go vent it in meditation. Go vent it underneath the shower. Go cry underneath the shower if you need it, and so on and so on. But vent it out. The more you vent it, the more you've spoken about it, the more you get into this energies of how you feel and what you feel and what it is, and seeing it the truth, because the true Lilith has no mercy in there. Okay, while the min Lilith, it's this hiding things like, oh, hide these things and so on. The true Lilith is like, hey, you got that garbage in there. What are you doing with this garbage? No, 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 you cannot hide it. That is the difference between them. For and so on. Lorraine, I forgive, and as soon as the past has been entertainment, what an amazing day. Exactly, you relieve it this in there, and that it's coming from this forgiveness. But you know, in order to forgive others, you have to forgive yourself first for the things that you did not know. This is coming from Mercury and the Sun conjunction, and they're coming in together, and that is the road to go, because you are healing those energies with Chiron. Very beautiful, very beautiful. I'm happy for you, Lorraine, that you've been done in this energies. All right. Talking about 10 o'clock energies, of course, you're going to be seeing things from the past, but there's going to be this guidance of the divine energies that it's come. It's looking at in the family, probably family situations. It's going to comes in. It's like my family never had this, my family this, and so on. I did not know, and so on. Good, you can realize this, but at the same time, the family can help you to figure out the rest of the way. And with that energy here from the mean Lilith towards the moon, that is going to be this time of this energy is like, oh, hey, Mini, I know you from the past. You hide things underneath the shadow, underneath the rocks in there. And now I'm facing the consequences of hitting the things in the shadow. Now I have all this poop because I did something in the past. I didn't deal with something in the past. Now I have to see what it is. Okay. Just to remind you that currently Mercury is retrograde, Saturn is retrograde, Neptune is retrograde, Pluto is retrograde, Chiron is retrograde in there. So it is the North Node. This is why you make revisions. Okay. You see an accountability. Take it that time for accountability in yourself. Otherwise, with all those pressures, you may gonna blow up. But the next hour is gonna be a very beautiful. It's gonna be relieving this pressure as you're understanding where you need to go, what you need to do, and so on. For powerful energies for those who are healing and working their healing, they're gonna be having this pressure relief valve out. It's kind of like back in the days when there was a steam trains in there, they had that pressure relief valve that makes like the sound like psh, psh, psh. That's what that relieving is in there. For when it builds too much steam, it has to relieve it, otherwise it's gonna be create the problems. And with that, as we're saying about this, for it, very beautiful transformations from the people who already been transformed. They'll understand, they're practicing this relieving. It's kind of like, okay, the relieving of the pressure comes in, I relieve. Comes in, I relieve, I'm okay, I'm great. And those are the people who they are going to be coming in as an examples to the rest of the populations out there of how to manage in this during this heavy energies. All right, talking about 12 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be at the Leo, the ascendant's going to Scorpio. This is going to be saying right there, like, you didn't change and you want to be able to handle everything. First, you have to learn how to handle it. Have you learned? No. And learn it. And this is why these pressures energies, they're coming in right now. With this, they are going to trigger everything. But the moon right now, it's preparing you for this learning. And you're going to be like, what I need to study. You're going to be having that questions of what I need to study. But the moon is going to be showing you overnight, dreams maybe for it. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, that energy is going to be still there within you. So this is why it's crucial, whatever you do today, you to learn how to relieve pressures there. All right, our authority time for, let's say, 1 o'clock energy coming towards us. That is the average energy of squaring Uranus. It's kind of like, oh my God, why am I in this chaos? Yeah. You get it. Why am I in this mess? What did I did? What did so on and so on. But there is going to be this bubbling energy underneath for, as you see it, that Venus here with the true Lilith, because they're like a 1 degree apart, they're coming in together because Lilith is a retrograde and Venus moving forward. So they're kind of like coming very fast. So there's going to be these fast moments in the next hour, which is this is going to be kind of like a really kicking your tail. But you need to understanding that if you ever watched this balls, people make an example like lifted at the one ball stops here, and the other goes back. That is a kind of like a counterbalance in there of the energies. Every force there is opposite force to it, and for some of you this could be a one ball, but this could be 5 balls that comes in. But when you put 5 balls, there is a 1 ball sits here and the 5 balls goes that way. Okay, so if you maintain your balance, you're not gonna move them. You're just gonna sit there, you're gonna figure things out to it, but you're gonna feel like the pressure. The pressure is coming from this moment there. When those energies hit you, what are you going to do for? So the abilities to vent again is gonna come crucial, but it's gonna be a lot of help. You're gonna have a help of that ascendant that is like the shadow is the issue, and you have to be taking the courage to see your shadow. What is your shadow? It's your Lilith. So the one Lilith is with Venus in there is like, okay, you loved others, but only if they are doing something for you. And that's how you accept love. Have you ever loved yourself enough in there? That is going to be some one huge trigger. The other one, it's going to be a healing energies that's going to come from Chiron. It's going to be said like, hey, you need to heal that within and stop thinking about this negative portion. That is at the moments when you don't put the negative towards others, because that's why you're passing these negative energies towards others. Now you are transmuting it. You work that out within you. You change these negative patterns inside of it to a positive. So the triggers are good. The trigger is gonna come out for it, and as I said, don't take it personally. Situations in the next hour, which is this is gonna be at the 3 o'clock. The energy is getting a little better because this is gonna be this moments when a Venus is gonna be transiting from Virgo to Libra. This beautiful trine with Uranus in there, and Pluto is going to be how much you transfer the love within you. But the love within you is built within you. Why do you like other people? Because they give you that love to you. Okay? Do you give that love to other people is the question. And 10 is like, oh, well, you took so much love, you didn't give love to that person. That person is like, okay, I'm depleted. I don't have love anymore. Yeah, I gave you everything that you need. And it's like, well, what did I did? Not realizing it that. Some of those things is gonna comes out, and they're gonna be coming out in the surface today, and that's coming from that 19 degrees of Virgo, where the Venus and the true Lilith is. It's like the truth has to be seen it from within. So forgive yourself for what you did not know, but it's gonna come in to tell you this is where we are gonna be doing this inner work. That's where we are gonna be heading. And by you knowing, like now, if you're looking for directions, that's what the directions are. But until then, we have to deal with this masculine Mars and Jupiter, and we have to facing the oppositions with Saturn. We did not listen to the teacher, are we, in the past 6 months? And now the teacher is like, he didn't listen. I taught you all these goodies and so on, and you still don't listen. You have to let go of the past. That past is gonna comes in at that expressions intense again, but also it's a lot of reliving. It's gonna comes in as a balance, because now you're understanding of what the things needs to be. Midheaven, that is right up here. Okay, as you see it, it's a very beautiful trine with Mars and Jupiter, and that it is about this expression. This is like, okay, I realize this is kind of like a self-confession time, or you confess to others in there. I understood what it is. I understand what it is. I get it. I need to make balance within me. But why I feel so much agitated? Why do I feel so angry? Why do I feel all this and so on? Well, it's normal to feel like that. I mean, come on. It's normal because that shows up the areas if you need to work on it. Okay, but don't force that anger towards others. And that's gonna comes in from that ascendant that is at Sag, and you see it how that ascendant is just like shooting the bow. Okay, this is a what is this pyramid, red pyramid if you look at it, but this is the bow, and this is the arrow from the ascendant that it's coming that energy, and guess what? It's hitting Mars and Jupiter in the seventh house, which is relationships. Okay, so during this time at 4 p.m., just don't say anything. If you're leaving work, don't say anything, but don't bring if you have issues at work at home, because that will be ruining the relationship in there. Okay, so now in the next hour, the things is gonna be a little better for you understanding the shadow periods too. These divine energies from the mid-heaven, it's gonna begin. It's like, okay, let me look at my own faults because I have not changed. I kept repeating, doing the same kind of like dumb things. And that is that honesty in there that it's kind of comes in from within your soul. Not like you stop playing with that part of the soul within you. It's like, no, 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 it's the others. No, no, no. I don't have to do this. For me, it's more easier to do it that way instead of looking within me. That is going to be your cap to build more pressure. Because the more you're not honest with yourself, the more this pressure is going to build. All right, talking about it's going to be at 6 p.m., the midheaven that it's going to be at Scorpio. Yes, you have to go there. Yes, you have to do this work. You want to fix your life and don't deal with those kind of like energies anymore. You have to heal those patterns. But who heals who? Heal people, healing people. Okay? You heal yourself, and you're going to find out that that healing that it's going to come, it's going to come out, it's going to help you in the most miraculously way. If you're paying attention down below the moon, your emotions in there, it begins to add pressure towards Mars for it. You're going to feel these energies, but that is a coming because of this midheaven at Scorpio. You're angry at the warrior. You may be angry at that you didn't have the courage, you didn't have the strength. You're maybe blaming yourself, but also try not to kind of like again blaming others because this is going to be the both energies. They're going either way. Why? Because Mars is in Gemini. Oh, it's not my fault. It's my twin. Right? Oh, I didn't do it. He did it. How many times you did that in your life? You try to covering your own faults in the expense of somebody else. That crap has to get done. You have to let it go of this within yourself and start healing the situations in you. What can I say? The Pluto is telling you here. Those the energies that transformations is gonna come. They're gonna be beautiful, and it's a beautiful that you're digging into with this. You have to be happy that you're dealing with this. Yeah, it's a pile of crap. It's a pile of cow BS. Yes, it's smelly. Yes, it's nasty. Yes, it's old. But it's a time to clean it. It's time to clean these things up. Okay, it's time to get it because this pressure that was built in there, and it's built for a reason. Okay, and you see it. That pressure is coming up more and more because the moon now it's beginning to opposing Venus and the true Lilith, and that energy is going to begin to intensify. You see, this is when you go through the negative energies, and the more negative you think, the more negative you look at it in there, guess what? You are intensified because your focus is in there. So try to change your focus as the ascendant is right here at Aquarius and that midheaven in there. What are you telling yourself? Oh shit, things coming. Bad, I feel it's piled up, but I need to stay put. I need to stay grounded. Yeah, you don't stay grounded, you're gonna blow up. Okay, it's too much for it. Some of the people really gonna be blown. This is why you learned today to vent it. Okay. This is that time at 8 p.m. That you should be really, I mean, really careful. Okay. Because that is going to be remind you about those energy of the full moon for it. You're opposing intuition, you're opposing Mars, you're opposing Jupiter, you're opposing the growth, you're opposing the friendships. Build the enemy from within. You're your own enemy. You know, those internal fights in there, it's coming and they are for. But it could be a turning from this internal war within yourself with internal war towards others. Actually, I saw this live today. It was a father screaming and yelling at his son. His son was probably 16 or something. But you can really hear it outside there. So if you got something to discuss, go discuss it private. Okay? Go discuss it private. Doing the work brought me the reward. There you go. I'm going to be rewarding myself today. I promised to myself I'm going to be rewarding myself. I'm going to be going to a restaurant and I'm going to be order the biggest, smelliest, or juicy hamburger. I just can't going to reward myself. A hamburger. I love hamburgers in there. Haven't treated myself like this, but yes, you gotta have rewards. Not only for the work, but after you getting the work done for it, do it. But again, this is a big time warning in there. Try not to project and dump anything against some people and put it all this. Imagine you take this energy that is it right there with this heavy energies in there, and you just, oh, that's not mine. I'm gonna give it to somebody else. What do you do with that energies? Because you don't want to deal with it. You put the burdens of the situations that you need to work on it, you put it on somebody else. And you think you did it, right? Okay, you transfer the energy, you feel good, you relief. Okay, somebody else gonna do it. I'm happy. Is you're so happy? So, and this is a what is gonna come to the ascendant is gonna be with Neptune. Midheaven is gonna be at Sag in there, and you're gonna be feeling things. Okay. Did I did my inner job? Did I did everything? Because if you didn't did it, you opposed what the universe has brought you to this tough moment. And as the moon, more the moon and Saturn are coming together for, you see this triangle is just really, really pointing out in there of what is going on. Usually, people with this kind of like a chart, they have their personal readings in there too. The lack of the growth, too much masculine, too much toxicity, energies about love in there, and too much issues about water. This kind of like a case, the mother has been putting too much pressure, particularly to her kids, which is we're talking about Venus and Mars. In there, between the kids, there was this unhealthy competitions, a lack of growth, too much immaturity in there, which is prevented to develop these proper intuitions and knowledge and wisdom in there too. So this is why some of the people it's like why I don't love. I don't know what love is. And you look at this chart and it's like, did your mom ever loved you? No, my mom never loved me. She never hugged me, never kissed me. She never was the mother that I need. And here you see a Saturn in there that puts out that limits. Okay. And thinking about for stop and thinking about within yourself for the moment, is there something that you need to look at about this? Okay. All right. And here is this 11 o'clock energy. you can really go into bed knowing your things that you did today, and you've been proud of yourself. That mid-heaven with Pluto, that right there, it points out to the authority what you're going to be authorizing in the next day. The next day, okay, I know I did a lot of things, but I found a lot of things. I see the intuition's finding those things, the moon. And the intuition finds all this, and she's like, okay, I understand everything from the beginning till the end. And when she's going to be moving into areas, okay, she's going to be moving into areas for it. Your intuition is like, I got to get this done. I got to get this BS out of it there. Uh, uh, and seeing it kind of like those energies for it, you're preparing for something new to begin. And that is when the moon finished the cycle of situations. Some of you is going to be finishing inner work, needs to be done. But that inner work is going to be repeating for another 3 cycles of the moon. Okay. So it can be just one thing, but you're going to be able to take more of the trash to vent it more, because always there is a leftovers. Okay. Always there is a dust around within the corners. There is always a dust on the top of the door. It can be a perfectly clean. Okay. And don't forget, don't strive for perfection, but strive for want. You have to be relief right now. Dump the most out of it. Vent it out. Go out, talk with somebody, and just like, I'm not going to put anything on you. I just have to vent this out to myself and talk with somebody. Somebody maybe is going to give you a very good advices. That is coming because Mercury is a retrograde, divine energies with that inner work at 11 o'clock with Pluto. How to change this, or what do you need to adjust, or how to vent. How to vent your personal pressures within you. Hard to hear you, my friend. Is that better right now? I've been having audio issues for a while. I thought that it is fixed over and over and over. To it, I have to look at it again. But this should be pretty much okay right now. I don't know, maybe the microphone has to be more closer. But Lorraine, thank you for all this. And okay, so it's the microphone. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to operate to the computer at the same time with the microphone the way it is to it, and need to see there, because if you look at it here currently, I have 3 screens that I'm operating right now for it to and be able to see the chart that you're writing. And I have this mixer of the video program with the mixer that goes directly to the YouTube for. So yeah, to it. When you go to the software, it's hard to hear you. To hear, no, it's you. When I go software talks. Okay. Right then, I will see what I'm gonna be doing. But hopefully that right now when I'm talking soft, maybe you can hear that better. I want to see if this is a probably this condenser microphone. It's getting better. I love your softer side, but it's like you whispering. Well, the soul begins to whisper first. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, total opposite end. But in order you to hear, you can hear the energies. But the way I see it, Lorraine, in there, it is about one thing. People can listen, but they cannot hear. They cannot hear this softer voice within the soul. Okay, that's what this is. They're waiting for this pressures energies. They're waiting until the last minute, and then it's like, oh my God, they should not wait. And then the voice is in there. I was talking to you, I was screaming to you. You didn't listen. You didn't hear me out. It was too much your own agenda. And this is why the poop is yours. You deal with it. You need to learn how to vent it out. Okay? You need to learn how to vent. Otherwise, that pressure can be pointed out towards people, towards other people, and then that pressure travels from one person to another person to another person. And all this pressure can be just poof. And there. So that's why. Okay? Understood? Let it go. Right? Try not to blow things, but if you blow things, it's a lesson. Okay? Don't for it. Okay? You blow out your this intense energy towards other person, it's gonna be lesson for you not to blow up towards other people. All right? You're gonna be learning. Some of you is gonna learn. The thing is, the beauty of this, you will understand. And that understanding is gonna be help you to evolve. All right, guys. So thank you so much, guys, for watching for it, and come back the next time. Okay, it's a lot of wisdom and astrology here. Thank you, guys. Be love, and I'll see you next time. And Lorraine, thank you for the comments. Thank you so much. Here are some gifts of love for you guys. Take as much as you need it. You're welcome.